it is raining. Hey, Mike. Yeah, I'm trying to get it as clear as possible. The parking lot is actually full, and I'm not sure why, because they don't have anything special going on here. But there must be something like a live band or something going on here at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I thought I'd take the channel on a field trip to see the lights on the what they call the 360. I would appreciate likes for my channel with YouTube, and if you would subscribe, um, possibly the six of you in here now, subscribe to the channel and you knew I went live, you saw the drop down box. That's all subscribing does. It just lets you know. I posted a video too the other night of flowers that I received for the death of my brother for stomach cancer. And so that's on the channel too under videos. You might want to look at that. They're beautiful flowers. I took a video of that. My channel is potpourri, a little of everything. And this is a sky wheel that I have been informed is called the 360. And it is at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I have permission from the realtor who's in charge of all this to be here. And I'll add that to my description after. It wouldn't let me do it before. And I have his name and his phone number. At the moment, I'm at the Sky Wheel. Now, this is not the Myrtle Beach Sky Wheel for the 12 of you watching. This is not the one that you see in a promo from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina by the ocean. This is another one that they made at the the merry-go-round and the kiddie rides at Broadway at the beach. It's, I guess you could call it, it's a copycat of the other one. My day's okay. Tomorrow's the funeral for my brother. I think I sent you, it's 11 o'clock California time. Hi, Holly. How you doing? I'm glad you're joining the chat. Hopefully you're subscribed, and if you would give my channel a like, it will help me with YouTube. They'll just put more of my work and my things out to be seen. Love aviation. Hey, Keith. Thank you, Holly. You know what it is, Holly? It's a little of everything. It's a snowstorm. It's a thunderstorm. It's a broken window on my car. It's my cat walking in the living room. And I'm going to be going more videos. If you look, I just put a video of flowers, Holly. beautiful orangey roses on my videos for the death of my brother from stomach cancer. It was sent to me by a wonderful group of people, and if you look, you'll see that, Holly. I think yesterday. And thank you for if subscribe and I'm gonna try to keep it up, Holly. Breaker Bird. Hey, Breaker Bird, I'm on a field trip. That's what Kevin calls it. Tomorrow, as I said, tomorrow at 11 o'clock California time is the funeral, and at 11:15 you will see my nephew, his oldest son. He had two sons, and the oldest one will do the eulogy at 11:15 before the mass actually starts. I don't know how this picture's coming out, but this parking lot is full. I don't know why, and I don't know what they're doing here. There are no fireworks that I know of, but it is tourist season. But it's very rare for almost every spot to be filled, so I'm backed up against the curb in a spot where I can just have my window open, and hopefully this is okay. Somebody may pull in next to me, and I hope not, but they might. Hi, Kevin. Okay. Funeral starts at 6 a.m. for news info for Barb's brother. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock USA, California time. At 11:15, in other words, you'll be able to click on the link and be live. At 11:15, the way they do it is Keith, his oldest son, will do the eulogy. At 11:30, the mass will start. This is actually called the 360, is what the lady told me they call it, the 360. And I explained because there are people watching, and it is changing it that this parking lot is full. The minute I pulled in, I said, I may not. So I'm backed up against the trees and got a pretty good shot of the wheel. It's called the 360, and it's at Broadway at the beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I just will be putting in my description, I'm here with permission. So I'm here. Everything is all good. Sayer, oh, you're back. Greg, okay, Sayer. And Greg, you're here. I see that. Good. Thank you, Greg. Well, I'm going to need you. Keep an eye on my chat, please. It's hard for me to watch all of this. If I miss anybody, welcome to the club. Any chat, I am really sorry. Rob, I made it to the Skywheel. I just thought we'd go on a field trip tonight, as Kevin calls it. I hope the picture is fairly clear. I do have cars, obstacles that may be being picked up, but I'm hoping that it's okay. And I hope you can hear me okay. Just let me know in the chat picture and you can hear me okay. Okay, well, I've got the tablet over on the window here. I can move it closer to me like that. Now, would that be any better to be able to hear me? Yes, Greg, it's okay. Okay, Breaker. Okay. You know what it is? It's the cars. It might be better like that. The picture I'm seeing on my tablet looks clear. Okay. Well, as I say, you've been looking at my living room, and then you were looking at flowers, beautiful flowers that were sent to me by Kevin. He was the coordinator of it, but it came from some wonderful people over in New Zealand. And you saw that. I just rearranged it tonight and fixed it up a little bit and put water in the thing. So sitting there thinking, do I put the camera on the flowers or do we go for a ride? Now this parking lot is full. You could probably Google Broadway at the beach and find out why. Christine, hello, darling. Christine, I see you. Christine, I see you. Thank you. Okay, that's great. I got Christine and Greg in there. That's great. That's great. Thank you. I thought the colors might make us feel good. You talk about a computer whiz. Somebody figured this out on a computer. I can see, I mean, you can get an idea of the design. Christine and Greg are here. That's good. And I have big clouds, look like they're coming my way. Um, could rain to where I would have to close my window. The beast is going over here on it. Are we going on that one, Barb, or the other one? We're going on the other one, Kevin. It's the original, and it's taller than this. The other one is called the Myrtle Beach Skywheel. It's on Ocean Boulevard with a view of the ocean and the beach and everything over there. Probably if you Google it, Google Myrtle Beach tourist, it's probably part of the promos that they put for tourism. This one I've never been on. It's the same configuration, the gondolas. They do not swing if you notice. They do not swing. They're called stationary and they follow around and remain upright. The ones on the beach are air conditioned. And I have taken people on there numerous times. Yeah, Myrtle Beach Skywheel will show you. It's all white, and there's a restaurant right attached to it called the Land Shark. There's also the gift shop and bathroom right there. Very convenient, I have to say. and that's good for me because I have my health issues. And I've taken people on the Sky Wheel, then you have to go through the gift shop. They're not stupid. Okay, Christine, Frank C's coming. Well, I've never been on this one, Kevin. I don't know. Um, let's go on the let's go on the other one. No roller coasters. If I take Kevin, we're going on it. He can't go on the Beast, which I can show through my front windshield when it gets going. They've got it going real high today. I know he's almost got it flipping all around over the top with people sitting on it. I mean, it's just crazy. I don't quite know what's going on here tonight, but this parking lot is packed. Now, they have been having shows here where you might find a place where there's a little band or something. The teacup, yeah, the teacup is here. There's a swing, there's a mini roller coaster. It's for kids. Not what, Kevin, the Beast is the thing you sit and it swings back and forth and turns at the same time. I'll show you. I'll show you through my front window. I'll move the camera when it activates. That's the Beast. The drop thing is next to this wheel, but I can't see it from my location. The Beast is that thing where it swings back and forth, but is turning at the same time, and it goes way up, woo, and then way over past, woo, up the other side. I'll show you. I just looked at it before. I thought, wow. You can't go on that. You can look because I'm going to bring you here so you can look at the stores and see if there's any gifts you want to buy, and everything. But you can't go on the Beast. Can't go on the Beast. And you can't go on the Spike either. And the reason is I can show you that. When I brought people here, I guess a year ago it's been, then I took them after they were through going on the Sky Wheel by the ocean. I took them to the Land Shark for lunch. And I will do the same if Kevin makes it here. Oh, God breaker. Oh. He likes those things where you're hanging from it, sitting in a seat, and then it goes and twists you all around and all. Oh, my word. We don't do that. No. They actually, what this is at the Broadway at the beach. It's along like a rectangle. Visualize that. Then at each end, they took the rides from the dismantled pavilion by the ocean and placed them there, and then in the middle. And they dismantled that one and brought everything over here. You can see this pretty good now, the colors. I think, I hope you're getting a good look at the colors of this. Well, the beast went and I missed it, but the beast has to get itself cranked up. The motor, oh, it's going to go. I'm going to put my camera out the front window. Hold on now. Just don't get excited. Stay where you are. Okay. There's the beast. I can't see the chat. I can see the chat. Now, they're sitting in seats with a thing over their shoulder. That is the only thing that is holding them on the seat, with their legs hanging out. Upside down at one point, facing the ground. Watch how high he's going. Watch. Watch. Well, that wasn't a high one. And it groans at the same time that it does this. This is the beast. Look at that. And you can see their legs, so they're hanging down. That's about enough of that. You can sit facing outside or sit facing inside on that thing. That's the end of that ride. It's called the Beast, as you can see. I know. Funny story. I like to tell the story. I don't know if you won't hear it, but so I walked over where the Beast is. You can walk in there where the rides are and walk around. And I was sitting on the bench by the Beast. And a woman came up with her husband. She said, "Okay, honey, well, I'll be here when you get done." So he walked over to go get on the Beast. He had the tickets. You buy a book, and there's so many tickets you need to get on the ride. So he went through, and I saw him go sit in his seat, and the floor disappears once the ride starts, so that it can swing. The floor will disappear under your feet. But for then, for when you're getting on or off, it's there. So he's getting sitting in and getting strapped in and all of this and everything. And I asked the woman, I said, "Ma'am, can I just ask you a question? Have you ever seen that thing go?" She said, "Oh no, we just got here, but he wants to go on all the rides." Uh-huh. I said, "Okay. Well, okay." So then it started out. Should have seen her turn green. I said, "Ma'am, whenever you go to an amusement park, always watch the ride first before you get on it." She said, "Oh no." Because you saw how it goes up and you're upside down. She was freaking out. I said, "You should always look before you leap." So she saw him going up like that to the left over her head, and she just was. I said, "That's okay. He's got a bar thing that comes over his shoulders and then snaps and locks." And I've been told it cannot operate the ride unless the green light is on. It won't go. Can push the button till the cows come home. It won't go. That means somebody's harness is not fastened or locked. In another story, a lady got on and they couldn't get it locked over her stomach. And he tried and they pushed and they tried and she had to get off the ride because it has to be every seat in that locked. And then there's a button they push when the ride is over now. They pushed the button, brought the floor back up so you have somewhere to walk, and released all the harnesses over the people's shoulders. Telly, hello. Hello, Telly, I see you. I wasn't looking. I see Telly's here. That's good. If I miss you, I'm really sorry. I've got my phone here on my little tripod sort of stuck through the steering wheel and the other two parts against my stomach so I can see the phone and see chat. I can see it on my tablet too, but it disappears pretty quickly. Just watch the replay. Um, Another funny story while you're talking among each other is another funny story. So it wasn't crowded, and I was parked over by the lot by the beast on the other side of those trees. And the mechanic was there working on the spike. So I just walked up to him. I said, "Hi, how you doing?" He said, "Okay, how are you, ma'am?" And I said, "That's quite a ride, isn't it, the spike?" I was referring. I said, "That's a pretty scary ride." And he said, "It is." I said, "I guess the guy that had thought that up was having a bad day. Like, I had a fight with his wife in the morning and figured he'd go torture people." He said, "Well, actually, I can tell you that the guy that invented the spike also invented the beast." I said, "I believe that." And that is the end of that. I believe that. No breaker. Oh, my word. Oh, yeah, well, with my. That, the beast is. You really have to see it in well, you have to see it in person. Um, it's, and you can't eat before you go on it. They just brought all of these rides, most of them, from the pavilion over here. And behind me, there's open area. They're hoping to bring the log flume. You sit in the thing that looks like an open log and go down with the water. They're hoping to bring that over, as far as I understand. And the wooden roller coaster is stored somewhere. I don't know where they stored it. And they want to assemble it behind me in the empty lot, a grass area. There's 15 now, so I'm going to show this beast again. I'm doing this out my front window, so just bear with me. And as I repeat in my video, I do have permission to be here and do this. And I will put that in the description, the contact, who it is, after the video. After going around, the car just pulled in on the right. It's not a long ride because you'll be sick to your stomach up there. Okay. 14 likes. Oh, that's extraordinary in a half hour. Thank you so much if you've given me a like, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel because you could look at these lives that are on my channel. You can look at a wonderful flower arrangement I got. I just put that video up on my channel under videos for the death of my brother from stomach cancer. A wonderful group of people halfway around the world in New Zealand, through one very special man, sent it to me. And you can see that. If you please subscribe to my channel, it would mean, 16 likes. It went up from 14 to 16. I asked, that's another story. So, back a ways, I was walked in there and I was sitting by the beast, and it wasn't crowded. And the guy that operates it came down the thing. I said, "Hi, how are you?" He said, "Okay, ma'am, how are you?" I said, "Let me ask you a question. Could you make that thing go around right over the top if you want?" He said, "I could if I wanted to." I said, "Okay, that's enough of that." Hi, ERB, I see you. You see 17, I see 18 on my phone. This is extraordinary. I'm I'm hoping people like these colors. If you just want to feel good a little bit, that's why I came out here to do this way. Oh, Mike, NZ1 Aviation. It's called the 360. Mike, it's called the 360, I've been told. NZ1 Aviation is here. This is extraordinary. Just gonna turn my car off now. I have all kinds of stuff for battery. We should be okay here. Yes, I spoke to a wonderful gentleman who I called the Broadway at the Beach office, and she called me back and said, "You need to talk to this one gentleman." She said, "I know what you're asking," and him. And he left me a message and talked to me, and I absolutely have his permission to be here. Okay, ERB, you come back soon. Suze, I see you. Francie, I see you too. Oh boy, Francie's here. Boy, am I glad Christine's here too. Whoa. Oh, ooh, boy, she's a tough nut. Yeah, Mike NZ1, Breaker Bird is here too. You saw him, I think. Okay, ERB. Another story. So, you know, Eric of Mac Aviation came here for my 80th birthday. So we got him a car, and he was going to go to Charlotte. He went to Charlotte to stream at the Charlotte Airport in North Carolina, about a 3 hour ride. So he did all that, and he streamed. You can actually find it on his channel, way back. He streamed. Now he's going to come home. So now he says he's on 501, and now he's getting up to where he gets on 17, and it's not a far ride to the road where the hotel is. So I'm there at the hotel. I'm waiting for him to pull in. He doesn't come. He doesn't come. So I finally said to him, I said, "Okay, I don't know what's going on, but you're not here." He said, "I made a mistake. I put the La Quinta North Myrtle Beach instead of Myrtle Beach." I said, "Okay, calm down and turn around and come south. Now you'll see a giant Ferris wheel with lights. That's your landmark that next street's 21st Avenue and you turn." I got him, finally. But nothing worse than having a Brit loose in Myrtle Beach somewhere in a rental car in the dark. So Kevin's not going to do that. He's going to stay with me. So I know where he is at all times. Um, this road, okay, if I were to look to my left a little bit where these cars are, Highway 17 runs north and south. And as he's coming down 17, he could very easily see that sky wheel and know, okay, my traffic light's this light and make a left. He would definitely, and he did. He saw it. Brit, well, he's pretty smart. Eric's a very smart guy, but still loose somewhere. Oof. And you know, you feel responsible. So it's like, where are you? Well, I'm at the North Mill Beach La Quinta. I said, that's not where you're staying. You're staying in the Myrtle Beach one. Come south. Just turn around and come south on, stay on 17. Don't go business where it goes off to the left. Don't follow that. Stay on the main 17. There's a fork that goes off of business 17. I can see him getting on that and getting lost too. But he didn't. He stayed on, and then pretty soon he pulled into the parking lot. I was relieved because I was just relieved. Oh, the stories, the stories. Can y'all see that? Fun colors. I mean, it's just nice. Take my mind off tomorrow. So, as I said, tomorrow it's 11 a.m. California, USA time that they will turn the camera on at the church. And people, you'll see people sitting. At 11:15, you'll see my nephew, his oldest son, do a eulogy. And then the Mass, you know, Christmas, they call it, Catholics call it the Mass. What I do, the communion, will start at 11:30. Oh, Breaker, I know you like where you're working, all, but you could come live over here by me. ERB, I think, went to go to his parents' house. It's like right near him. Cars are going by, and that's causing the focus. Oh, cameraman. Oof. That's the lights doing that. Oof. I don't know if Sky Squad is in here, but I have a text showing that he sent me a text. So, and Mike NZ1, you're still here, are you? NZ1 Aviation, Mike. Skywheel's going crazy tonight. Well, 18 likes. Very nice. Christine, if you write me something for the pin about the channel so that I can pin you. I'm actually having trouble seeing that. But how many? Okay, Christine, I got you pinned. I'm not sure what you asked me, Francie. Let me see if I can see it. Does it take to make this guy work out, Mr. President? How many mice? Okay. Okay. This is quite amazing actually. The one over by the ocean, um, I, they were building it. If you Google Myrtle Beach, it probably because they want to sell coming to Myrtle Beach, they put that skywheel in the promo pictures. I actually found it and sent a picture of it to Kevin in something that I brought up on Google. Very much, Susan. Somebody thought this up. There's a face on the sky wheel. You saw it had the eyes and the mouth. It's really quite intricate. It's very heavily braced, with braces on each side, and they go into the ground, from what I understand, like 15 feet into the ground in cement, and then this thing is anchored. So it's safe that way. I had the sky wheel and I removed it. I don't have to do that now. Probably didn't then, but I will be adding to the description the gentleman's name and phone number upon request who gave me permission to be here and do this. This parking lot is full. And if anybody's got any ideas, what, oh, cameraman, why it's full, what they're doing. I know they do fireworks every Tuesday. This is Wednesday, so I don't quite know why they're doing this. But this parking lot, now on the 4th of July, you couldn't find a single spot. Nothing. You would have had nothing. Yeah, I've heard that one, Rob. Hold on, I'm just resting my arm because I'm holding the tablet kind of out my window, on my resting it on my window. A little bit of a tour. See, I'm parked here. Nobody next to me. Yeah, this, down here at Myrtle Beach, July and August are killer. It rained. It's raining on my windshield. That's rain. Look at that. That's rain. That's what the beast looks like when nobody's riding it. Are you still with me? Everybody's still there, okay? Okay. Okay. Ooh, cameraman. I thought it might make people happy a little bit, Christine. Because I promised that I would take this channel out from my living room. I think I can get the beast now that it's dark. Hold on now. It's not going to be clear because my windshield, I could turn my wiper on, but I have to put the key. Oh, and when that thing is going, every time it goes up, it goes boom, boom, like a monster. And many times you are facing the ground in a seat being held in by a shoulder harness. Oh, cameraman. Wait. Well, we're almost an hour, 18 likes. I appreciate everybody that is doing that. So, for people who just came in, my name is Barb. This is my channel. It's kind of full of everything. And we are at what they call the 360 Sky Wheel at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yeah, and the likes, I mean, people, if you've been in channels and they're always telling you to like, well, and if it gets annoying, but there's a reason they're asking for it from you. So that YouTube looks this over and says, oh, so there were a lot of people that liked what they saw, okay. We'll put one of her shorts in with the shorts. Now somebody's shorting, going along, and oop, they see mine, one of them, whatever they choose, click on it, and now they're at my channel to enjoy some of the other items that I put on. That's what likes will help me with. And the subscribe is going to tell you when I push the button live here at Broadway at the beach. or somewhere. Where in this world? There was a program by that name. Where in the world? I wonder what was going on that all these people are here. I see a lot of people leaving now. They got their shopping bags. This is Broadway at the beach is a lot of fun for buying stuff. If you want to buy things and T-shirts for people back home, and Kevin, if he comes here, we'll have a chance to get some gifts for family. That's an amazing green that I'm seeing, but I'm just afraid. I will be getting better equipment and having my camera and the YOLO box, which will give you a better image. But for now, I guess we're okay. What is your lunch, Kevin? I am back. I have my lunch. Steamed dumplings. Oh boy. Good. Eat your lunch. Relax. When I did a video of the beast from the parking lot by the beast where I could park, you could hear the people screaming. 19 likes, that's good. I'm 1 hour and I almost have 20 likes. I'm really happy with that. And I think YouTube will be too. Romeo. Romeo. Jenny. Hi, Jenny. I see you now. Oh, now I see what it is. I hear it. There are fireworks. That is why the parking lot is so full. Okay. Well, just not sure where they are. They shoot them off from a barge out in the water. Thank you, Jenny, for coming. Thank you. was funny because 2 years ago the beast broke where it hangs from the crossbar. That's where the motor is, and it broke. So they had to get a crane to lift the motor up, and then they went through the little holes and installed the motor up there so that swings it back and forth. Pete! Hey, Pete. Genie. Okay, Master. Everybody knows that New York City Aviation, that's Pete. And he and I'm very honored, do New York City Aviation together. He is my master. I am his genie. And we do it together. I took a field trip, Pete. Yes, Pete, and they change it, and somebody's doing it. So you think your laptop's hard. I can't even imagine how this is done. But I have been told that it is by computer. I have been told that. A funny thing is that this parking lot has a thing up on the poles that you could look at to see where you left your car. But I can't tell you how many people forget where they park. When you come out of the stores, you sort of are faced with a large parking lot. Now, let's see, were we over there? Okay, we were by that curb, and you see people walking around with the baby carriages trying to find their car. Like the lady that just went by. She's in the wrong area. It's probably over by the beast. But she's... and it happens a lot. I've seen people standing there going, oh my God, where is the car? How are we going to find it in all this? You sort of have to look at the landmarks and where you enter into the stores. There are walkways between the stores, and you sort of have to kind of look at that. Ooh, cameraman, I'm sorry. It's not doing that. That's your crummy cameraman. Yes, I think They're not having it now, but I did hear some boom boom before. The normal routine is to do it Tuesday night for 10 minutes during the summer, July, and August. But I'm not sure why I think I heard something now. Let me see. Since I managed to walk well yet, I park way far away, so that helps me find where I... That's a good idea, but if you look, like if I park here where I am and I'm going to walk straight up, I'm going to look at the store on either side of the walkway. So I know that the rack room shoe and this was on that side. I'm going to come back through that and walk straight up to my car. That's funny, Jenny. Who is that? Daryl. And I forgot I don't have my cheese and crackers, Daryl. They're at home. Look at that sky wheel, Daryl. Yeah, I probably should stop yapping, but I had stories. You got stories to tell and things you should do. Stories to tell for me and you. 21? Okay, that's really good. I'd like to see my subscriber count come up as I work towards a goal with YouTube. Daryl, don't encourage him. But that's okay, Christine's here. Funny story, guess it was last year. So the parking lot was full and I had a space and everything was full. Nothing open like in front of me here. Every spot was gone. So I was going to leave. And I saw a car with a New York plate, having been from New York. So I jumped out. I said, "You want to park?" Yeah, I said, "You're going to grab this spot. I'm going to pull out." So another car came from the right, and I said, "No, no, he's got it. No, no, go on." So they left, and I said, "Okay, you got it. Now zip right in there quick." I pulled out, and he pulled in, because otherwise he had nothing. It's hard to believe that this parking lot could fill up, but it does. So he was from New York. I figured You get my spot. So I know that people realize that I tried to let as many people know as possible. So tomorrow, July 10th at 11 o'clock, California, USA time, will begin the funeral service for my brother at his Catholic church. At 11:15, my nephew, the oldest one, will do a eulogy. Then at 11:30, the mass will start. That's it, Jenny. You figured me out. You are getting sleepy. You are getting sleepy. No, don't get sleepy. But we still want to hear all your stories. I figured this would be a little bit better than just looking at the desk in my living room. I will show you the flowers again probably tomorrow because I just did a little rearranging and put water. And actually, that cross, Kevin, I was wrong, is not actually fastened to the bowl. They've taped it there. I went to lift it after I did a little altering and it moved. So I picked it up by the bowl. It's sitting on my table in the same spot, but I moved the lilies to the front and put the roses and I watered it so we can see that tomorrow. Kevin snores? I can hear them screaming at the beast. Nothing like being thrown up in the air in the dark. Well, there was somebody next to me, but they're gone now. I don't have somebody on either side of me parked here. See, what Kevin has is a situation, meetings are called. Brian, where are you? I didn't even see him come in. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. You came in. I see you up there, Brian. Okay. Trying to keep the sky wheel in the picture here and watch the chat on my phone. I'm sorry. That's thank you, Brian, for coming. I talked to Brian earlier on chat. I told him I'm a little sad. You're gonna wonder, did my brother ever make it to Broadway at the beach? No. When I first moved here, he came from Long Island to see the house I had and to see where his sister moved her bandana and moved to where I'm going to hang my hat. Then when I turned 75, he came to Charleston and then up to Myrtle Beach just for lunch and then back on a plane to San Diego. But while he was here back when I first moved, no, he never made it over here. I hope you will subscribe, folks. My name is Barb, and I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel so that you would know whenever we're going to go somewhere. In my tourist trap town, just tap if you're on. Well, yeah, if you're not on the phone. If you tap twice, it likes. There it is, 22. He didn't break his word. He did it. Okay, Jenny, you just got pinned. If you're on with the white chat box like all the other streams, it's up at the top. If you're on your phone, it's down above the chat line. Brian, thank you for the little chat this afternoon, earlier. I have one hole in each ear. Got it when I was in college. One of the seniors said she was going to go do it and talked me into going with her. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, like I said, it's 11 o'clock California, USA time. At 11:15, my nephew does a eulogy. He's the oldest son. My brother had two. I have two nephews. This is the older one that's been sort of handling everything and helping. He'll do a eulogy, and then at 11:30 the mass will start. Oh, wow. Oh, I don't know how you do that, Christine. Ugh. I can only wear one earring at a time, so I don't need more holes in my ear. Oh, she has a point. The point is in her ear. Ugh. Ooh, cameraman. That is flashing like that. That's not bad, cameraman. 22 likes in an hour and a half. I am most delighted. No nose. Now I know a friend of mine, the one that lived in Kentucky. Her daughter had a nose one. Sorry about that. It's so bright and everything that it. Oh, cameraman, please. The only thing that's really weird is they've got good money here, this Broadway at the beach, but their fireworks only last about 8 minutes. When they do the 4th of July, the big one. No, I haven't heard Pete. He just needs space and time. I know he told me that in a text. Oh, Sky Squad, there's Sean. I saw you sent me a text, Sean, but I couldn't get to it. Sean, I figured I'd take him on a road trip. Yeah. Sean having a birthday. I'm reading about a birthday here. 14th for the Queenstown stream, and it also being my birthday. Oh, really? Everybody's so young. 23 likes. Oh boy. I almost hit 25 in an hour and a half, and I know that doesn't sound like a lot. They scream over at the beast. If you were sitting on a seat like your dining room chair, with your legs hanging out, no floor, and you had a brace over your shoulders and went around over your shoulders, your head in the middle, and the bottom it came to a point, and you, as it came down, it locked. You hope. Then the beast threw you literally facing the ground, 50 feet up. I think you'd scream too. And the beast also makes a roar. Every time it swings back and forth. Adds to the ambiance, you know. Kevin, how are your dumplings? Kevin is eating lunch, lurking, working, and eating dumplings. He's a pro at master multitasking. Well, people are leaving this parking lot. Yeah, there's a guy that moderates for Pete. And I remember one time he told us, he said, it has useless meetings that he has to go to. And one of these meetings, he said, the meeting is for staff. I am not on staff, but I was told to be there. Useless meeting. You want to work in bed? All right, that sounds good. I spend time on my sofa with my blanket. So if you're in here, my name is Barb. My channel is a little of everything. Just a little of potpourri. It's just a little of everything. I do go live, and I'm tending to take the channel to places. Right now, I'm at the what they call the 360 Skywheel. It's at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. If you subscribe, you'll know if we go any other places, which we will. We also do it at my home, and I plan to sit out in my driveway and look at the planes going over on this channel. So if you'll subscribe, I would appreciate it. And the likes tell YouTube that it's okay. I see 23 also, Christine. Now it's starting to rain. Oh dear. They won't shut the rides down in the rain necessarily per se. They will shut them if there's lightning in the area, and they have somebody that has the radar. I have to bring this tablet in like this. Hold on now. I gotta hold it. Here, wait. Let me get this. Hold on. We might be out of this. Okay. All right. Let me see if it's still raining. No. See, this comes and goes here. It's very weird how it does it. What I'm going to do, I think, is call this one quits here. But the rain is starting to come on my windshield. Oh boy, they're getting wet on that beast. Call this one quits. But when I get home, I'll set it up again and go live again for a little while longer with the flowers. Okay? So I'll call this one quits. Moderators, if you can't, I understand. But give me about 20 minutes, and we'll see if we can kick up another live for a while. Okay, so So I thank you all for being here. There it is. And I'm going to go off now, drive home, and then set up again when I get home. Okay. Bye bye.